Today we're at the Mountain Arts Center in Prestonsburg, Kentucky. We're here to unveil the 2018 elk hunters for the upcoming season. It's a fabulous thing that we're able to offer for our residents and non-resident hunters. Big thing, we're looking forward to it. I know a lot of our folks are really excited about this time of year. May is when the draw comes out. We're going to have those names today, so we got 710 hunters that are just hoping, May, this is going to be my year. I'm going to get drawn. I'm going to get a chance to hunt an elk here in Kentucky.
You know, there's been such an impact on tourism in this area, and when I'm talking about this area, the Appalachian region, we have probably one of the best elk tour programs around, going through Jenny Wiley State Resort Park. We have 3 different areas where you can go find elk. Almost always find elk for people to see, and until you've seen one of these majestic animals up close, it's unbelievable. Welcome to the first elk drawing live reveal in 20 years. Now, what we're all waiting for. We're going to start with cow archery. It's Todd Adams from Eminence, Kentucky.
We are so excited that we got to have the elk draw back in eastern Kentucky.
Joshua Barnett, Georgetown, Kentucky.
The draws for our very first elk hunts were done in Hazard, Kentucky, and they were done with a big cage, and we spun and we pulled names out one by one, pulled out names that had cards that had everyone's names on it.
The first one is Tracy Cerise, C-E-R-I-S-E, Lexington, Kentucky.
And back then we were only drawing about 10, 12 people, you know, maximum 40, so it was really easy to do. Well, now that we have 700 people drawn and all of those names, it's not quite so easy. So we thought, well, what better thing to do than celebrating 20 years of elk in Kentucky than to bring the elk draw back to eastern Kentucky.
You've been picked. You're going to get the chance to hunt elk in Kentucky. Now what? That is the most common question we hear is, man, I got my name pulled. Now what do I do? A lot of things you got to be thinking about right off the bat is, you know, when's the season? Do I need to schedule a vacation? How am I going to do this? Do I know anybody who's been drawn? What's my tag? Where do I apply? All these things you need to be asking yourself. For me right now, what I recommend to our hunters is talk to somebody who's been drawn before. Most chances, if you're a hunter and you know somebody who's had an opportunity to go, pick their brain, talk to them, see where they hunted, where they didn't, what they learned, and try to learn from them. Do I want to try to have somebody help me or do it on my own? And if you're thinking about a guide, what I tell people is call them, talk to them. They'll tell you what areas to apply, where they work, treat it like you would any business decision, get recommendations, references, and then work with that guide. If that's something you know you don't want to do, at that point you need to be looking on our website. We produce a lot of good information on your profile that talks about success in public hunting areas, where you can hunt, all those things that can really help you be informed to make good decisions. So some dates you need to be thinking about. You know, we have the results. You have until July the 6th to put out your preference if you want to hunt in one of the limited entry areas. So you have 2 months to really think about that. After that time, we'll do a secondary drawing where we'll put all of our hunters in the limited entry areas, and at that point, you're ready to go hunting. You know, you pay for your hunting license, you pay for your elk tag, and then get out there and scout. The more effort and more time you can put into scouting, the better your chances are for success. So, you know, take some trips down, familiarize yourself with the areas that you want to hunt, take notes, mark where you're seeing sign. A lot of that's going to change because it's warm, you know, when the season gets here, but all that helps you to be prepared to navigate yourself and really will help you. So look at all those things. That's what you really need to be doing this time of year, is thinking about it, planning, reviewing all of the good literature we provide to all of our hunters, making some trips to eastern Kentucky, the elk zone, talking to hunters, talking to guides, being the best you can for them to really help you play out for a successful hunt this fall.